110 on the field, but I never rush life. Every step I take cuts through the nightlight. Clean electric lines in the mirror, street vibe. Heart locked steady, everything precise. Deep 808 on the polished design. Minimal touch, but it still feels fine. I don't chase moments, I realign. Let the silence talk in a language divine. Gentleman frame with a darkened tone. I don't need noise when I'm in my zone. Every emotion carefully sewn in a calm so heavy it feels like stone. Guitar whispers slide through the air. Soft reverb trails like I'm barely there. I move with intent, never unaware. Even stillness knows I care. No pressure, I control the weight. Every second bends when I calibrate. If it's real, I don't hesitate. If it's noise, I let it dissipate. Midnight precision and a velvet groove. I don't speak loud, I let silence prove. Deep 808 where the shadows move, and every emotion finds its truth. Luxurious, dark, and a clean design. Slow burning thoughts in a straight line mind. I don't chase love, I redefine what it means when the stars align. Late night drive through a glass lit haze. City reflections in 1,000 ways. I don't get lost, I observe the maze. Every turn feels like a measured phase. No distractions, just focus refined. Even my doubt gets left behind. What they call chaos, I call a line. It all makes sense in the slower mind. Muted guitar leaks like a distant call. Soft tension wrapped in a polished wall. I don't break when the pressures fall. I just absorb it all. Seductive calm in my delivery. Nothing forced, just natural symmetry. Every breath carries clarity in the world that moves too hurriedly. No pressure, I control the weight. Every second ends when I calibrate. If it's real, I don't hesitate. If it's noise, I let it dissipate. Midnight precision in a velvet groove. I don't speak loud, I let silence prove. Deep 808 where the shadows move, and every emotion finds its truth. Luxurious, dark, and a clean design. Slow burning thoughts in a straight line mind. I don't chase love, I redefine what it means when the stars align. No rush, no noise, just control in the dark. And I stay right here in the silence I chose. Everything I build happens in silence. One in 10 in the bloodstream, but I never rush. Every move I make is a calculated touch. City fades into a lowly hush. I don't speak loud, I let presence crush. Deep 808 under polished restraint. Nothing I show is ever too faint. Even my calm has a quiet way, like it's been carved by fate. Woody scent layers in a midnight blur. Electric guitar trails where emotion stir. I don't chase anything that's unsure, only what's already secure. Gentleman frame in a darker tone. I move like I've already grown. Every silence I own feels like it's fully known. I don't bend for what breaks too fast. I don't hold what won't last. If it's real, it stays intact. If it's not, it fades to black. Velvet empire in a midnight state. I don't force, I calibrate. Deep 808 with a steady weight. And everything aligns with fate. Quiet dominance in a slow design. I don't chase, I refine. Every shadow I redefine feels like it's already mine. Lay dry under tinted glass. Every version of noise just passes. I don't look forward or back too fast. I let the present overlap the past. Soft electric notes in the air I breathe, like memories learning how to leave. I don't hold what I don't need, I let it dissolve beneath. Every thought gets filtered slow. Nothing in me needs to show. Even silence begins to know where I go. Survives in this frame I build. Only precision, subtle and skilled. Even doubt gets gently stilled when the night is filled. I don't bend for what breaks too fast. I don't hold what won't last. If it's real, it stays intact. If it's not, it fades to black. Velvet empire in a midnight state. I don't force, I calibrate. Deep 808 with a steady weight. And everything aligns with fate. Quiet dominance in a slow design. I don't chase, I refine. Every shadow I redefine feels like it's already mine. No noise left, only structure. No rush left, only control. I built it in silence. No spotlight, just intention in the dark. I step in the night like it already knows me. No introduction, I let presence speak slowly. Cold chrome thoughts in the mind too low-key. Every move calculated, nothing about me sloppy. Bass hits soft like a heartbeat under marble. I don't rush the moment, I let it unravel. Street lights bend when my silence travels. Built from restraint, I don't need to battle. Tailored emotions in a muted tone. I don't ask for space, I make it my own. Every silence I kept turning to stone. Now I walk like I've already grown. No noise in my circle, just distance and trust. I learned what breaks people is wanting too much. So I keep it minimal, everything hush. Even my shadow moves like it's touch. I don't react, I observe the way. Let the world spin while I calibrate. If it's not real, I let it dissipate. I was built for the calm, not the escape. Black suit frequencies in the midnight tone. I don't speak loud, I vibrate alone. Deep 808 where the silence is home. And every emotion is carefully grown. I don't chase light, I refine the dark. Every breath I take leaves a sharper mark. Cold but composed like a work of art. Moving in stillness that tears apart noise. Late drive, windows down to the void. no distractions. I let thought deploy. Every memory I once avoided now fuels the calm I've slowly enjoyed. I don't fold under pressure, I refine it. Turn every breakdown into alignment. What they call loss, I define it as another step in my silent assignment. Luxury in a way I don't try. Everything real doesn't need to be loud or implied. Even my pain learned how to lie and disappear when I pass by. Enemies just fading intent. No applause, just time well spent. I don't ask where the moment went. I just become what it meant. I don't react, I observe the way. Let the world spin while I calibrate. If it's not real, I let it dissipate. I was built for the calm, not the escape. Black suit frequencies in the midnight tone. I don't speak loud, I vibrate alone. Deep 808 where the silence is home, and every emotion is carefully grown. I don't chase light, I refine the dark. Every breath I take leaves a sharper mark. Cold but composed like a work of art, moving in stillness that tears apart noise. No signal, just presence. I don't disappear, I integrate. No rush in the dark, I move with it. 110 in the tempo, but I stay composed. Every breath I take is carefully controlled. City lights blur in the velvet cold. I don't speak much, I let presence unfold. Deep 808 under a tailored thought. Nothing I do is accidental or lost. Every silence I kept, it came at a cost. Now I move like I already know what I've got. Minimal sound, but the weight is heavy. Slow hand motion, steady and steady. I don't react when the world gets messy. I just stay centered, calm and ready. Moody sense wrap the air I breathe. Gentle distortion in what I believe. Even pressure learns how to leave when it passes through me. I don't chase what fades too fast. I build what's meant to last. If it's real, it holds its path. If it's not, it won't come back. Crown of quiet on the midnight mind. I don't need noise, I redefine. Deep 808 where the shadows align, and everything broken feels fine. Gentlemen come in a darker tone. I don't beg, I move alone. Every silence feels like home. In a world made of stone. Late night drive with a tinted view. Everything false, just face some truth. I don't search, I review what it means to be real and true. Electric whispers in the background space. Soft guitar licks in the slow embrace. I don't run, I set the pace. No urgency in my grace. Every thought gets filtered clean. No chaos lives in between. Even doubt feels unseen when it hits my scene. I don't break under silent weight. I just shape what I create. Everything wrong gets redesigned in a calm, precise state of mind. I don't chase what fades too fast. I build what's meant to last. If it's real, it holds its path. If it's not, it won't come back. Crown of quiet on a midnight mind. I don't need noise, I redefine. Deep 808 where the shadows align, pressure, just control in the dark. And I stay here. Late night, no noise, just motion. 80 BPM heartbeat in the quiet ride. City lights drift on the passenger side. I don't speak much, I let it slide. Everything I need is already inside. Deep heavy bass under leather and steel. Slow rotation in the way I feel. Nothing exaggerated, nothing too real. Just calm confidence I don't reveal. Windows tinted, world on mute. I move like silence in a tailored suit. Every thought I keep it smooth and rude. No urgency in my pursuit. Dark so Texas in the air tonight. Gentle pressure in the low street light. I don't chase wrong or right, I just stay in my height. I don't rush what I already know. I let everything natural flow. If it's real, it moves slow. If it's not, I let it go. Gentleman nice in a velvet tone. I don't need company, I move alone. Deep bass, rolling like polished stone. In a world where I'm fully known. Quiet power in the way I breathe. Nothing to prove, nothing to retrieve. Just to calm, I always believe. When the night starts to leave. Late drive under softened skies. No distraction, no disguise. Everything falls, just slowly dies. When I look through it with quiet eyes. Leather grip on a steady wheel. I don't force what I already feel. Even silence starts to heal when the sound is real. Subtle shadows in every turn. Lessons I never need to learn. I just watch the city burn while my calm returns. No ambition in a loud display. I prefer the understated way. Every night becomes a stage where nothing drifts away. I don't rush what I already know. I let everything natural flow. If it's real, it moves slow. If it's not, I let it go. Gentleman nights in a velvet tone. I don't need company, I move alone. Deep bass, rolling like polished stone. In a world where I'm fully known. Quiet power in the way I breathe. Nothing to prove, nothing to retrieve. Just to calm, I always believe. When the night starts to leave. No noise, no rush, just control in the dark. Shadowy lights. Everything slows when I decide it does. Late night tempo in a muted zone, 8100, but I set my own tone. I don't react, I refine what's shown. Every silence I keep has grown. Deep sub bass under a steady frame. Nothing about me ever feels the same, but I never need to explain how I stay in my lane. Gentleman presence, no loud display. I move in the calm that won't decay. Even chaos starts to obey when I look his way. Minimal drums like a heartbeat slow. Every hit lands where I want it to go. I don't rush, I let it flow in the darker glow. I don't break, I adjust. I don't chase, I trust. If it's real, it must. If it's not, it turns to dust. Stillness, authority in the velvet night. I don't need noise to define my height. Deep bass rolling under soft street light, and everything feels right. Calm controlling my delivery. No urgency, just symmetry. A silent form of victory that lives inside of me. Yeah, city breeze in a distant blur. I don't rush where the feelings occur. Everything fake starts to deter when I don't confer. Leather grip on the quiet drive. No need to prove I'm alive. I just let the moment arrive and survive. Soft electric lines in the air I move. Every shadow starts to improve. Nothing left to disprove in this groove. Even time feels slowed down when I don't wear a frown. I don't chase any crown, I let it come around. I don't break, I adjust. I don't chase, I trust. If it's real, it must. If it's not, it turns to dust. Stillness, authority in the velvet night. I don't need noise to define my height. Deep bass rolling under soft street light, and everything feels right. Calm controlling my delivery. No urgency, just symmetry. A silent form of victory that lives inside of me. No motion, no noise, just authority and stillness. Yeah. No announcements, just arrival. Yeah, 80 BPM in a slow burning night. Everything moves in a softened light. I don't compete, I refine my height. Staying composed where the calm feels right. Deep bass rolls like a distant tide. No emotion, no noise on the inside. I let the silence decide what parts of me survive. Gentle steps through a muted street glow. Every reflection already knows. I don't force where the energy flows. I just let it go. Dark soulful texture in a narrow frame. Nothing about me ever needs a name. Even pressure plays my game when I remain the same. I don't reach, I receive. I don't chase, I believe. If it's real, it won't leave. If it's false, I don't grieve. Quiet dominion in a velvet tone. I don't ask, I already own. Deep bass under polished stone. In a world I move alone. Gentle power in my restraint. No chaos in what I pay. Even silence feels safe when I stay contained. Late draft through a softened haze. Time slows down in subtle ways. I don't get lost in the maze. I observe it, then I phase. Leather grip, no tension shown. Every mile already known. I don't need the louder tone to prove I'm grown. Electric whispers under breath control. Every thought plays a measured role. I don't lose my soul, I just make it whole. No urgency in my design. Everything aligns in time. Even doubt becomes benign when it passes through my mind. I don't reach, I receive. I don't chase, I believe. If it's real, it won't leave. If it's false, I don't grieve. Quiet dominion in a velvet tone. I don't ask, I already own. Deep bass under polished stone. In a world I move alone. Gentle power in my restraint. No chaos in what I pay. Even silence feels safe when I stay contained. No rush, no noise, just control. Quiet dominion. .217, the city's dressed in smoke and gold. Neon dripping from the skyline, slow and cold. Black glass reflections sliding down the avenue. Every light looks softer when the night comes through. I lean back while the bassline fills the space. No tension in my jaw, no pressure on my face. I've got nothing left to chase, nothing left to prove. Just letting the darkness move the way it moves. The room is full of conversations I don't need. Everybody's searching for something to believe. But confidence isn't speaking over every sound. It's knowing who you are when nobody's around. The air hangs heavy like expensive cologne. Moonlight resting on chrome. Everything slows down enough to feel real. That's when the truth reveals itself. Velvet authority, soft touch, heavy gravity. Deep 808s under my heartbeat, pulling everything underneath. Velvet authority, calm, so quiet energy. No spotlight, no urgency, just the way to certainty. The city breathes through the cracks of the night, through distant sirens and fading headlights. Every shadow carries a different name. Every memory arrives then leaves again. I learned some things sitting alone in the dark, watching old ambitions fall apart. Turns out peace feels better than control, and self-respect weighs more than gold. Now I move like midnight water flows. No resistance, no need to impose. Strength isn't force, it never was. Remain in center when life pushes hard. The bass stays low beneath the haze, like thunder sleeping miles away. Powerful enough to shake the room, yet calm enough to leave space for truth. No performance tonight, no disguise to wear. Just a man in the silence, breathing the same air. Velvet authority, soft touch, heavy gravity. Deep 808s under my heartbeat, pulling everything underneath. Velvet authority, calm, so quiet energy. No spotlight, no urgency, just the weight of certainty. The moon doesn't compete with the stars, the ocean doesn't explain how deep it is. The night doesn't ask for attention, yet everybody notices. So I stop forcing outcomes, stop wrestling with fate. Some doors open naturally when you're willing to wait. Low smoke, cold rain, dark streets, no chains. Deep breath, slow pulse, moonlight, self-trust, velvet authority, moving through the scenery. Every step measured perfectly, every silence speaking clearly. Velvet authority, after midnight energy, a gentleman made of patience and quiet intensity. Skyline fades behind me, the baseline stays inside me. No rush, no noise, no fear, just a night, and the kind of power that never has to announce itself. City lights fading through the rain at night. Empty roads whisper underneath the sky. I keep my hands steady on the wheel, chasing thoughts I never learned to reveal. Every promise echoes in the dark, like a cigarette, go hide in the spark. No noise, no crowd, no need to pretend. Just me in the shadows I call my friends. The moon hangs low above the avenue, painting silver memories I once knew. Some things leave but never really go. They just learn to move a little slow. And I don't speak on every score I own. Some stories sound better left alone. Still I carry them with quiet grace, like reflections passing on my face. After midnight calls, when the whole world falls asleep, I can hear my soul talking from somewhere deep. No need for loud goodbyes, no need to prove a thing. I move through the silence like a king without a ring. After midnight calls, I let the darkness breathe, finding pieces of myself hidden underneath leather seats in the slow burning haze. Lost inside these familiar mazes like days. Every lesson came with a price to pay. Every sunset taught me how to stay. I remember names I don't say aloud, faces disappearing into the crowd. Time keeps dancing with a steady pace, leaving leaving fingerprints I cannot erase. The skyline glows like a distant dream. Nothing's ever quite the way it seems. Still I walk with a measured step, protecting every promise that I kept. And I don't chase what was meant to leave. Some truths arrive when you finally breathe. The night knows everything I've survived. That's how I know I'm still alive. After midnight calls, when the whole world falls asleep, I can hear my soul talking from somewhere deep. No need for loud goodbyes, no need to prove a thing. I move through the silence, like a king without a ring. After midnight calls, I let the darkness breathe, finding pieces of myself hidden underneath. Slow heartbeat under neon skies, 1,000 questions in my eyes. No destination, no disguise, just truth beneath the city lights. I learned strength can whisper low. It doesn't always need to show. Some of the deepest rivers flow without the world ever knowing. After midnight calls, I answer every time. Let the shadows guide me through the edges of my mind. No fear inside my chest, no weight I cannot bear. The night and I keep moving like we belong out there. Midnight call, the silence feels like home. And somewhere in the darkness, I finally stand alone. Quarter to one, city dressed in black, neon reflections running down the wet pavement tracks. The engine purrs low like it knows my name, while the moon hangs quiet above the frame. I keep one hand steady on the wheel tonight, watching skyscrapers fade in the silver light. No crowd around me, no noise to impress, just the calm of a man who's learned to want less. The night has a language that daylight forgets, a conversation made of shadows and silhouettes. Every street light flickers like a memory glows. Some things get clearer the further you go. Slow breathing, dark horizon, nothing forced, no disguises. The city moves, I stay composed, like a secret nobody knows. Velvet rose and midnight smoke, heavy bass and quiet souls, rolling slow through the afterglow, where only the lonely know. Velvet rose beneath the stars, carrying old and faded scars. No need to run, no need to hide. I let the darkness ride beside me, a baritone thought drifting through my mind, like a record spinning somewhere out of time. Every lesson left a mark beneath my skin, but every scar became strength in the end. The world celebrates the loudest voice, but real power comes from a different choice. Know when to speak and when to stay still, knowing peace is stronger than she will. Street lights stretch across the hood and gold, painting stories that never get told. And somewhere between desire and grace, I found a version of myself worth saving. No drama in these midnight scenes, no chasing things that don't mean a thing. Just moonlit roads and steady hands, and faith in where this journey lands. Velvet rose and midnight smoke, heavy bass and quiet souls, rolling slow through the afterglow, where only the lonely know. Velvet rose beneath the stars, carrying old and faded scars. Run, no need to hide. I let the darkness ride beside me. Maybe freedom isn't found in speed, maybe it's found in finally breathing, letting go of what you can't control, and listening to the rhythm of your soul. The city glitters like a distant dream, beautiful but not everything it seems. I admire it as I pass it by, without needing to make it mine. Low beams, cold breeze, deep days, no sleep, moonlight, slow drive, dark skies. Velvet rose and velvet rose and velvet rose and midnight smoke, every mile another note, in the soundtrack of a life rebuilt, without regret, without guilt. Velvet rose beneath the moon, the night's playing my favorite tune. Nothing loud, nothing to prove, just calm confidence in every move. The skyline disappears behind me, the baseline stays inside me. The road keeps unfolding, the night keeps holding, and for a few perfect moments, the world is exactly as it should be. Neon rain falling on the boulevard tonight, silver reflections dancing in the corner of my eyes. The city never sleeps, it just changes its disguise, trading daylight conversations for midnight alibis. I'm riding through the silence with one hand on the wheel, no destination calling, just the need to disappear. There's a difference between lonely and being at peace. I finally learned the lesson when the noise released its grip. The world keeps asking questions, I don't feel the need to answer. Some truths arrive in silence, not in conversations after. Slow heartbeat under dark skies, street lights passing like old memories. Everything I used to chase feels smaller from a distance now. Ghosts in the neon rain, drifting through my mind again. Deep bass moving through the dark, like echoes underneath my heart. Ghosts in the neon rain, some remain, some fade away. I let them pass without a fight and disappear. silver crown. Every tower wearing shadows like a custom suit of black. I carry old mistakes the way a gentleman should, not with shame or regret, but understanding what they meant. There's power in restraint and knowing when to walk away, and choosing peace instead of proving something every day. I've seen ambition turn to smoke, I watch pride become a chain. Now I move a little slower, and I breathe a little deeper in the rain. No sudden movements tonight, no need to force what's out of sight. The darkness doesn't scare me now, it's where I learned myself somehow. Lost in the neon rain, drifting through my mind again. Deep bass moving through the dark, like echoes underneath my heart. Lost in the neon rain, some remain, some fade away. I let them pass without a fight and disappear into the night. Every scar became a compass, every loss became a road. Every closed door in the darkness led me closer to my soul. And if tomorrow comes too fast, I'll still appreciate the view. The city glowing in the distance, like a dream I once knew. Ghosts in the neon rain, moving softly through my veins. 808s beneath the stars above, carrying traces of forgotten love. Ghosts in the neon rain, nothing left for me to blame. Only moonlight on the avenue, and the man I'm growing into. Neon reflections, cold midnight air, the city breathing. Nobody there, just the road ahead, and the quiet in my chest. Finally feeling like enough. Midnight, resting on the hood of my car. City lights burning like distant stars, engine humming low beneath the rain. Everything familiar, nothing feels the same. Black leather coat, air, one hand on the wheel. The kind of silence only night can make me feel real. No rush in my blood, no need to explain. Some things speak louder when they don't say a thing. The streets move slow beneath the glow, like they already know where I wanna go. Every shadow stretching down the lane looks like a memory calling my name. I keep my pace, I keep my calm. No need to force where I belong. The moonrise shotgun by my side, watching the city drift by. Leather and moonlight, heavy bass in the night. Slow heartbeat under the neon blue. Everything fades except the truth. Leather and moonlight, dark soul, city lights, moving through the silence like smoke, saying more than words ever spoke. Skyline dressed in silver and black, a gentleman never needs to look back. What was meant to stay will stay, what was meant to leave found its way. A soft reflection in the tinted glass reminds me how fast these years can pass. Still I wear my scars with grace, never letting bitterness take space. Deep bass rolling underneath my chest, like a second heartbeat I know best. Every note hangs low in the air, like a secret neither of us share. No loud promises tonight, no need to chase another high. Confidence lives in quiet rooms beneath dark skies and silver moonlight. Heavy bass in the night, slow heartbeat under the neon blue. Everything fades except the truth. Leather and moonlight, dark soul, city lights, moving through the silence like smoke, saying more than words ever spoke. The city keeps talking, but I don't need the noise. I made peace with the shadows, I made peace with my voice. Every mile becomes a lesson, every turn becomes a sign. And somewhere between the darkness I finally meet my mind. Low lights, slow drive, cold wind, midnight, heavy bass, dark sky, no fear, just light. Leather and moonlight, still riding through the night. The boulevard shining like liquid gold, while the story inside me unfolds. In moonlight, everything feels right. No spotlight, no need to pretend, just the road and the night again. Rain on the windshield, city fading behind, basslines still breathing, peace of mind. And the night keeps moving slowly, just like me. Midnight gold dripping from the city lights, paints the windshield while I drift through the night. No destination, just the rhythm of the road, and the weight of a few things nobody knows. The skyline glowed like a secret kept well. Every tower got a story it'll never tell. I used to run when the silence came around. Now I let it sit beside me without a sound. The older I get, the less I need. Less validation, less speed. Some men spend their whole life chasing a crown. I found something better when I slow down. The moon hangs low over the avenue. Everything feels distant, everything feels true. The city fades into a silver haze, and I disappear inside the atmosphere. Midnight gold in the pouring rain, deep 808s running through my veins. Slow motion dreams under neon skies, watching the world through half-lit eyes. Midnight gold, let the darkness roll. Every scar turn part of my soul. No spotlight needed, no stage to own. The night feels better when you're alone. 1,000 headlights slide across the glass, like old memories that were never built to last. Some Some names still echo when the room gets quiet, but I don't chase ghosts and I don't deny them. I've learned his eye doesn't have to shout. Strongest flame burns without burning out. So I keep my composure, let the moment breathe. There's power in what you choose not to reveal. Every shadow stretching down the street moves in rhythm with the bass beneath. The city's pulse and my heartbeat blend like two old strangers becoming friends. No urgency inside my soul tonight. No need to force what's already right. I let the darkness draw its lines and watch them disappear with time. Midnight gold in the pouring rain. Deep 808s running through my veins. Slow motion dreams under neon skies. Watching the world through half-lit eyes. Midnight gold, let the darkness roll. Every scar turn part of my soul. No spotlight needed, no stage to own. The night feels better when you're alone. Maybe peace was never something to find. Maybe it was hidden underneath the noise, waiting in the spaces between the words, waiting in the stillness we avoid. Now the city hums like a distant choir. Neon reflections flicker like fire, and for a moment everything aligns. The road, the moon, the state of my eyes. Slow breath, cold air, street lights, nowhere. Just the bassline under the stars and the silence between the bars. Midnight gold across the skyline glow. Every mile teaching what I didn't know. The darkness moving soft and low, like an old song playing through my soul. Midnight gold, that's all I need. A calm heart and a little freedom to breathe. As the city fades beyond the night, everything feels heavy and light. Rain on the roof, moon through the glass. The world keeps moving, I let it pass. And somewhere between ambition and peace, I finally found my rhythm. Half past midnight, city wet. Neon trembling on the steps. Black coat hanging off my frame, like the night already knows my name. Deep sub moving through the floor, slow like something I can't ignore. Minimal drums, just enough weight for a man who learned to never chase. Your shadow slipping through the blue, soft as smoke, sharp as truth. I don't rush what wants to bloom, I let tension fill the room. There was a time I bled too loud, now I carry pain with style. Turned old chaos into poise, now my stillness has a voice. No wild hands, no loud desire, just the low flame burning higher. No wasted words, no desperate need, just calm control and a darker breeze. Power in the silence, that's the way I touch the night. Smooth baritone, slow heartbeat, everything restrained and right. No loud love, no cheap control, no crashing into fire. Just a gentleman in the dark, moving with deliberate desire. Power in the silence, you can feel it when I stand in the pause before I speak, in a way I don't demand. Quiet dominance, black soul, moonlight pressed into my skin. I don't need to own the room, I just change the air within. 2 a.m., the skyline breeze, cold gold dripping through the beams. Atmospheric paths behind, like old ghosts dressed up in time. You look at me, then look away, like your body knows but won't yet say. I know that dance, I know that heat, that slow surrender under discipline. I've seen passion lose its shape, seen good hearts drowning bad mistakes. Now I move with measured grace and let the dark reveal my face. Not cold, no, just built to last. Not afraid, just done with fast. Every scar beneath this calm made me dangerous without alarm. No shaking pulse, no broken frame, just velvet tension inside my name. No forcing fate, no begging light, just deep low soul in a longer night. Silence, that's the way I touch the night. Smooth baritone, slow heartbeat, everything restrained and right. No loud love, no cheap control, no crashing into fire. Just a gentleman in the dark, moving with deliberate desire. Power in the silence, you can feel it when I stand in the pause before I speak, in the way I don't demand. Quiet dominance, black soul, moonlight pressed into my skin. I don't need to own the room, I just change the air within. Let the sub bass roll beneath me, like a secret I don't tell. Let the dark paths wrap around us, like a private kind of spell. Every strong man knows the difference between noise and something real. I became the type of presence you don't hear but always feel. Power in the silence, still smooth, still hard to read. Still walking like the midnight gave me everything I need. No loud crown, no need to prove, no panic in my stare. Just a deep voice, low fire, in the darkness dressed with care. Quarter past 1, the city drips, silver rain from your fingertips. Black car glow and a lowly grin, like the night knows what I keep within. Deep 808 under every breath, like a calm man dancing close to death. No loud talk, no sudden flame, just slow control wrapped in my name. Smoke rolling soft through the cabin light, blue on black in the dead of night. You lean close and let it fade, like temptation well behaved. I've been the type to hold my fire, let restraint refine desire. Now every look I give comes slow, like a secret only midnight knows. No hard sell, no reckless heat, just dark soul in the velvet beat. No shaking hands, no wasted lines, just that quiet power moving through your mind. Velvet in the ashes, that's how I leave a mark. Soft smoke on the leather, deep blue in the dark. No cheap love, no wild control, no chaos in my tone, just a deep voice in the midnight, making silence feel like home. Velvet in the ashes, ashes, slow burn, late night style. Calm masculine pressure, hidden in the way I smile. No rush, no noise, no begging hands. No need to overprove. I move like a man who learned what darkness lets you do. Your perfume lingers in the air, like a memory dressed too well to spare. Moody shadows on the door make me want what I ignore. Minimal drums and a heart held low. Some scars teach you how to move this slow. I've loved enough to know the cost of letting all your cool get lost. So I keep my posture clean, let the silence say what I mean. Baritone smooth, restrained, precise, like warm sin poured over ice. You watch me like you want the truth, but truth looks different after two. Sometimes it's not what lips confess, sometimes it's just what stillness does best. No false crown, no cheap disguise, just that grown man ache behind my eyes. No rushing fade, no chasing fire, just one low pulse and dressed up desire. Velvet in the ashes, so I leave a mark. Soft smoke on the leather, deep blue in the dark. No cheap love, no wild control, no chaos in my tone, just a deep voice in the midnight, making silence feel like home. Velvet in the ashes, slow burn, late night style. Calm masculine pressure, hidden in the way I smile. No rush, no noise, no begging hands. No need to overprove. I move like a man who learned what darkness lets you do. Let the room stay dimmer, let the bass stay low, let the whole night hover like you don't wanna go. Every strong man keeps one soft wound out of sight. Mine just learned to glow when the city loses light. Velvet in the ashes, still smooth when the night gets thin, still carrying that tension like a second skin. No loud and then no broken pose, just smoke, chrome and truth, and the man moving slow, like the dark was made for him. Yeah, late night again, city breathing low. I walk through the dark with a calm face. Go like sliding on a cold chain. No loud words, I let the room change. Quiet power in my own lane. She can feel the weight in my silence. Oh, love taught me how to move private. I don't wear my pain like a headline, but it's still living in my chest sometimes. I don't need control, I just know my worth. I don't chase the fire, I let it burn first. If you come my way, come with something real. I can keep composure, but I still can't feel. I got quiet power in the midnight hour, deep bass under my heartbeat, dark rain on the tower. I don't speak too much, but my presence gets louder. Gentleman in the shadows with a soul full of flowers. Smooth love, slow trust, no games, no rush. If I let you close tonight, don't mistake my comfort numb. I learned grace from a broken promise, learned truth from a woman dishonest. Now my love moves deep, not dramatic. Low flame burning automatic. 808 knocking like a secret. Moody sense floating where the grief sits. She said, why you always look so guarded? I said, I just protect what's still on. I don't need revenge, I just need my peace. So I don't force a bond, I let souls meet. If you hold me down, hold me with respect, I can give you warmth without losing my head. I got quiet power in the midnight hour. Deep bass under my heartbeat. Dark rain on the tower. I don't speak too much, but my presence gets louder. Gentleman in the shadows with a soul full of flowers. Smooth love, slow trust, no games, no rush. If I let you close tonight, don't mistake my comfort numb. Come slow, breathe low, let the city disappear. My hand stays steady, but my past still lives here. No crown, no show, just a man with scars, trying to love clean under black stars. Quiet power, midnight hour. I don't need to prove what you already feel. Dark room, deep soul, still keeping control. Gentleman heart, but the wounds are real. Slow tempo soul, dark room energy. Rain tapping softly on the rooftop glass. Black Mercedes gliding through the aftermath. Street lights shimmer on the tailor coat. Every movement smooth, every word remote. Deep 808 under midnight air. Smoke curls slowly while you fix your hair. No loud gestures, no need to impress. Real power lives inside stillness. Your heels echo through the penthouse suite. Slow sensual tension wrapped around the beat. Beauty see the waves drifting through the room, like dark romance covered in perfume. I watch come while you move closer. Cocoa chain hanging near my shoulder. You whisper low, but your eyes speak more, like you've been waiting for this before. No rushing, no noise, just chemistry, making choices. Velvet control, slow hands, dark soul. After midnight we move like smoke, while the deep bass rolls. Quiet authority, smooth masculinity. No chaos underneath my touch, just calm intensity. Yeah. Every pause building slow seduction. Every pause building slow seduction. Minimal drums with atmospheric haze. Two lonely hearts in a violet frame. I became patient from surviving storms. Now my peace feels dangerously warm. You can feel it when I walk inside. That quiet dominance you can't describe. Black marble counters and dim lit wine, moonlight resting across your thighs. Outside the city keeps losing sleep, but in this room the silence speaks. Subtle guitar crying in the distance, your fingertips testing my resistance. Still I stay composed and slow, like a man completely in control. Late night breathing, dark blue ceiling, bodies talking without speaking. Soft pressure, slow fire, luxury mixed with desire. Control, deep rhythm in my soul. 808 heartbeat under your skin, till the sunrise glows. Quiet authority, heavy chemistry, two silhouettes against the skyline, lost in dark serenity. 5 a.m., engine low outside, still carrying your perfume through the night drive. Yeah. Yeah. Late night text, you know what time it is. Yeah. 1:15 in the city slow. Got your message saying you alone. I can hear that smile through every word. Girl, you dangerous when you don't say much. Pull up smooth, no headlights on. Silk dress under your long coat on. You step in and the whole room shift. One little look got me losing grip. No small talk, no wasted time. You came here with that look tonight. When you move that close to me, girl, that's all I need. Slide through, slide through. Bring that body and that attitude. Slide through, slide through. Whole night waiting on a vibe like you. Low light, slow wine, bedroom view. Heartbeat knocking when I'm next to you. No games, no rules, just me and you. Baby, slide through. Warm hands running down my back. Your soft lips got me off track. You keys season with that patient pace. Like you know I love the way you play. Music low, bass under the bed. You whisper things inside my head. Every pause make the tension grow. You got time moving extra slow. No small talk, no wasted time. Came here with that look tonight. When you move that close to me, girl, that's all I need. Slide through, slide through. Bring that body and that attitude. Slide through, slide through. Whole night waiting on a vibe like you. Low light, slow wine, bedroom view. Heartbeat knocking when I'm next to you. No games, no rules, just me and you. Baby, slide through. Morning, can't wait outside the door. Right now, I only want you more. No outside noise, no interviews, just this room and your perfume. Slide through, slide through. Bring that fire, only you can do. Slide through, slide through. Every little touch got me stuck on you. Low light, sunrise coming soon. Still ain't done with what we do. No games, no rules, just me and you, babe. Slide through. Late night text, you know what time it is. Late flight thoughts, you still travel with me. Window seat, city small below. Clouds outside, nowhere left to go. Headphones on, but I hear you clear. Funny how you're louder in the air. Tray table down, drink untouched, thinking how we used to rush back to each other after every fight. Now I'm just miles in the night. I said I'm fine when people ask, but healing slow and love was fast. Every distance that I made still don't make you fade. You beside me in the empty seat, in every silence, in every beat. Even gone, you still move with me like you booked this memory. You beside me where nobody be, in the space right next to me. I keep flying, still can't leave. You beside me in the empty seat. Flight attendant asked if I need ice. I almost said your name twice. That's the kind of wound you left. Small mistakes and normal breaths. I met somebody in another town. Pretty smile, try to hold me down, but every touch felt borrowed heat. I was cold at 30,000 feet. I said I'm fine when people ask, but healing slow and love was fast. Every distance that I made still don't make you fade. You beside me in the empty scene, every silence and every beat. Even gone, you still move with me like you booked this memory. You beside me where nobody be, in the space right next to me. I keep flying, still can't leave. You beside me in the empty seat. If I land, will I feel brand new, or just bring more sky back to you? Some hearts break then disappear, mine just carry you everywhere. You beside me in the empty sea. Saw like pain and hard to reach. Even gone, still breathe with me like love misses departure. You beside me where nobody be, close to what we used to be. I keep flying, still can't leave. You beside me in the empty sea. Yeah, 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 yeah. Late flight thoughts, you still travel with me.